for everything that's going on right now around the world or with just our personal problems, it's good to go in the cinemas and forget about your problems.
I think that's also the magic of going to the cinemas and the movie house. It's just going in and forgetting about everything and being in that moment and joining everyone when everyone laughs. You share something in common.
Good afternoon. This is Manjusha, and I am the entertainment editor for Gulf News in Dubai. We are headquartered in the UAE, and I have to tell you, there is a huge, sizable Filipino population who watch every move of yours. You guys are the beloved, I have to say, stars, and we are very excited that you're going to light up our Eid. So you can tell us, like you're spreading love, aren't you, with your new movie When Love Disappears?
First of all, we want to say thank you for having us here. And we want to say hi to everyone who's watching this right now. And to all the Filipinos, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. And we're very excited for this movie to be shown in UAE. Most especially that there's a lot of Filipinos there. And we're excited to bring the kilig and the Filipino culture in UAE. Hopefully, non-Filipinos will also watch this film.
That's fun. I'm quite intrigued. Paulo, you can tell me, like you're spreading love this Eid in the UAE cinemas.
To all my fellow Filipinos in UAE, Dubai, and everywhere near. First of all, we want to thank you so much. We heard there are a lot of blocked screenings. People have pre-purchased tickets for our movie. And this is, I would say, a gift to our fellow Filipinos abroad. Rarely does a Filipino film get to be released in several territories all around the world, and we're very blessed. And like what Kim said, this movie is not just about me or Kim or a love story. It's also about the Filipino culture and how we are as Filipinos. So I'm pretty sure our moviegoers are going to be excited to watch the film.
So, explain it to me. Is there such a belief among men and women that you are cursed? Does that, because in India, where I come from, where I watch Bollywood movies, trust me when we say we are superstitious about love. We don't talk about our marriage until it happens. We have a black dot so that people don't cast an evil eye on love. Is that, explain to me, like, is that a thing? And how, what should I know about it?
Yes, it is a thing. Filipinos are very superstitious, maybe in some ways close to the Indian superstitions,
Yeah.
but our superstitions come from like Filipino folklore. When the Spaniards, because when the Spaniards came here, the Japanese, the Chinese culture as well. So it's a mix of all these superstitions. So it's like everything you do, there's a superstition for it.
Lovely. It's global. We've got global influence. We go global when it comes to
Yes.
superstition. Kimberly, do you really believe in it to be cursed in love? Is that a real
Uh,
problem?
my character here named Sari, she believed that she's been cursed, that all the men that she will love or kiss will disappear. Just like what we believe in real life, that are we really cursed because all the men we love are all gone? Or most of the Filipinos here has a lot of beliefs, and we don't know if we're really cursed.
I get that. I
But
get that.
but Sari believed that she's really cursed because even the person that she loved the most disappeared, and that's her mom.
Oh, I get that. I was just reading the plot to a colleague of mine, and she goes, we call it Tinder. Most men ghost us. Most men go zombie on us and come back alive after a few. Is that true? In this age of Tinder and dating, finding love on modern dating apps, it's so difficult. How does this movie resonate?
I don't do Tinder.
Good to know. I don't think you should. Nobody should. So here it's a bad place.
But in this day and age, falling in love with the right person is hard, and giving your trust to that person is also hard. But when it comes to love, love is universal, and love has to be felt. Pain has to be felt also, but being ghosted has to be cursed. Joke lang. Joke.
Love it.
No, no, no.
Love it.
I'm
I'm
just
putting it on
joking.
my t-shirt. That's what should be cursed, indeed. Of course. And Paulo,
And
tell us, yeah, in this era of modern dating where everything is a minefield, you are ghosted, zombie, men and women play games, mind games. How does this movie resonate?
I think um, I would say we do have Tinder and Bumble and all these other apps in the Philippines, but I think the big majority of Filipinos don't really use this app. We're very
Conservative.
conser- I would say conservative, yes, but also we like our traditions when it comes. We call it ligaw, or when like a guy courts a woman until he finds some qualities he like, and this, that the typical stuff. But in terms of ghosting, uh, it happens to I'm pretty sure everyone also I'm in one way or another we have been ghosted by maybe loved ones in the past. And I think it's universal. It's very universal, and everyone could relate to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And I also love the fact that this movie taps into every individual's need to be loved, like to find the soulmate. It can be friendship even, but in this case, it's necessarily love. It's also that, right? Do you think that's what at the end of the day people want to see? They want to have a fairy tale ending. People go, they want to see happy things now. We are in that after COVID, etc. We want happy things on the big screen. Perhaps this movie taps into that sentiment.
Yes, it kind of does, but also tackling a lot of issues along the way. But you're right, Manjusha. Everyone wants a fairy tale ending. Also, because of everything that's happening around the world, like here alone in the Philippines, there's so much happening everywhere, and it's sometimes we just, and I think that's also the magic of going to the cinemas and the movie house. It's just going in and forgetting about everything and being in that moment, and joining everyone when everyone laughs. You share something in common that that only happens inside that four walls.
Right, right. How about you? Do you think we are really dying for a good romantic film for the festive season ahead?
Of course, for everything that's going on right now around the world or with just our personal problems, it's good to go in the cinemas and forget about your problem for 2 hours and just share the. It's like a community experience. It's like going inside a room together and you experience the same emotions together at once. Even if you don't know that person, when that person at your back laugh, you also laugh. Or that certain person cry, you also cry. It's a great experience for you to go to the inside the movie house and share that experience with your friends, family, or just you by yourself, just forgetting about your problems.
Excellent. And romantic comedies are a tricky genre. I love a good romantic comedy. For me, even Gone Girl, I don't know if you have seen David Fincher's Gone Girl.
Oh, I
Oh,
love Gun
that's
Girl.
I love
you
that.
see
It's
it
a
as a
very,
romantic comedy.
it's not a romantic.
That's not a romantic comedy.
But there is romance there somewhere. They do everything macabre and horrid to each other, but they're still together. So I know it's a weird romantic thriller. I wouldn't call it a comedy, but a thriller nonetheless. What did you guys, I mean, what is your idea of a perfect romance? Like, I know you both are like the Brangelina of Philippines, is what I was told. So there you go. So perhaps let me hear it from you. What are the kind of romantic comedies that you root to? Kimberly, if you don't like it, and Paulo, if you don't like romance, please say it openly. It's okay. It's okay if you don't like romantic comedies in real life.
For me, I love romantic comedy. I love romance and mix it with comedy. because I just want to feel happy and be loved, right? When you're watching a romantic comedy movie, you feel good right away. You forget about everything that's going on. It's just a feel good type of movie that you can watch again and again if you really like it.
Right,
And
right.
it reminds you of it how it feels right to love again or to feel love, right?
Of course.
Because love is a universal language. Like there's no language that has to be told. It's just straight emotions.
Excellent. And Paulo, tell me the truth. Do you really like Die Hard more than anything else? Say the truth.
Me, I'm not so much into romantic comedies,
I knew that. I knew that.
but
Just
I do watch one every now and then. I grew up watching romantic comedies as well because of my family. It's like a family thing. If someone watches one thing on the screen, everyone has to watch it.
yes, we do.
But
Yeah.
um, yeah, I enjoy it. But if given the choice between like Interstellar or or a romantic comedy, I would choose Interstellar.
I'm with you. You're not judging. This is a no judgment phase. Between box office glory and, let's say, critical acclaim, I know you guys have found immense success in TV space. What would you gravitate to? Do you guys want the critical acclaim or just the box office glory? Because it's the first time you guys are uniting on the big screen together. What would you for this movie? What are you hoping for? Do you want the reviews? Do you want both? What would you like?
Personally, I would want this to be a box office hit. It's but who knows? We could have both. But it's for the people to judge and for other people to judge. But in a perfect world, it would be nice to have both. But I would prefer it to be a box office hit first before anything else. Just so we could continue to produce movies like this and bring it around the world, like show our Filipino culture around the world.
Excellent. And Kimberly, what about you?
For me, if you ask me, I want both. I want both. Best of both worlds to be critically acclaimed. That's a movie is very good and it's gonna be a box office hit because this is also very rare for a Filipino movie to be shown all around the world. And as of now, we have 500 cinemas worldwide that is showing. So we're very blessed and we're very thankful and we're praying for the success of this movie.
Excellent. There are these movies that peddle the stereotype that there's always the one, and many filmmakers, many industries around the world are trying to change that narrative, saying that the concept of the one there is no the one. It could be the right one, or right now, not a soulmate. Do you guys believe in that we should move away from the narrative that woman finding love or a man finding love is the end all of everything, and you go in this constant pursuit? And movies have done that, isn't it? What is your take? Should movies move away from that narrative?
Movies like romance movie, like our movie, it's just telling people to not be afraid to fall in love, not be afraid to look for love, because love is always there. If it finds you, it will choose you, and that person could be you're the one or your soulmate.
Of course, of course. And what
Uh,
about
for
you?
me, yes, for me, I would never like to put a period on it because, uh, you know, it's always nice to like have an idea like there's this perfect one for you, and you'll never know. Some people find it, some people don't. But my personal take on it is, as long as I just find someone to grow old with, I'm fine with that.
I love that. Oh wow, you have high standards. Grow old with you. You have already gone the whole term. I love that. In terms of chemistry, romantic comedy is as good as both your chemistry. We have already seen that. You guys have established yourself as that. But when it comes to this movie, did you guys have workshops or anything just to have that kind of like? It should be good writing and chemistry, right? Both of you should. How did you guys work at it? How do you bring something new to the table?
For me and Paulo, we've worked for several projects now, and both projects had a very different tone. And this is different. This is more light, more on romance, more on like we tackle into reality of love. So I think regarding the chemistry, thanks to our directors and to our writers for giving us a space for us to show our talents.
Excellent. And Paulo, what about you?
Um,
You just have natural chemistry with everybody. Just
no, no, no.
natural.
It's his eyes.
No, it's I would say
Eyes.
it's kind of the same with Kim's answer, but just to make it different, just so we have different answers. I think it's how Kim looks at me. Because yeah, it's you don't know if it's love or if it's just for cinema. It's just how she looks at me. It's just I think it's what hooks
Wow.
the audience. I'm kidding.
Oh,
But
I love it. I love it. Somewhere I feel you guys are like totally into it. I think you guys are going to sell the movie just through your chemistry alone. The people are like, let's see how far they go in this one. I'm very curious to know how deep you
hopefully.
guys look into each other's eyes. What happens next? You
In
know,
the movie, they're gonna see it.
of course, of course. Dan, thank you so much for your time. I think this is going to be, I mean, nothing like a great romance, right? At the end of the day, I think we are all, for a lack of a better word, sucker for romances. We want the happy ending and the fairy tale ending.
That's true.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Everyone wants to be loved and feel loved.
Great. And one great movie at a time. Here is hoping people believe. Thank you guys for entertaining every Filipino out there. We'll put the word out there. Thank you. Is there anything you want to add? Our time's up. Go for it. We would be happy to. There's so many Filipinos here whose families are back home. And for them,
Yes.
and I see so many of my friends calling their husbands home. I'm like, it's long distance, very painful, not easy.
It's cute.
But yeah, they're keeping a marriage
Uh,
alive.
can I start, Kim?
Yes.
Is it okay if I speak in Tagalog as well?
Please do.
Hello to all our kabayans, to all our kapamilyas in the UAE and in Dubai. First of all, we want to thank you for the pre-purchases of tickets. I've heard we've filled several block screenings, several cinemas. Maraming salamat po. Uh, I'm sure a lot of you, a lot of uh, our fellow Filipinos, there miss home, which is the Philippines. And I hope you get to give our movie a chance because it's not just a rom-com movie where it makes you feel good. It also uh, gives you the feeling of being back in the Philippines. It talks a lot about our culture, what we eat, what we see, our community, how we interact with each other. I'm sure pag napanood niyo ito, matatanggal ng konti yung pagka-homesick nyo sa Pilipinas. So, thank you so much.
For everyone who's watching this, I hope you watch our movie, My Love Will Make You Disappear, showing this Eid. And let's spread love, kilig, and good vibes
Oh,
inside the cinemas. See you there.
thank you so
And we're
much,
gonna
guys. Thank you.
sorry, and I think we're also gonna be there to go around screenings. I'm not a
Oh,
In
hundred percent.
Dubai.
I'm not 100% sure, but if we do, watch for the announcements, and we're so excited to see everyone.
oh, I can't wait to see. I'm telling you, it's going to make all your fans go absolutely crazy about it. And I can't wait to see you in Dubai. You guys have earned the goodwill. I mean, everybody seems to love you. So well done, you guys.